Welcome to the Mountaineer podcast, Monday Night Live here at the Mountaineer Cafe. This week we are so excited to have Carrie Hardy here. Carrie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi there, I am Coach Carrie Hardy, and I am a Madison alum and Madison Volleyball alum. And I have been coaching in Madison for 11 or 12 years. Time flies when you're having fun. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, and as you notice tonight, we've taken the football helmet and put the volleyball here because volleyball rocks. You guys had a really successful program over the last few years. Just want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we have. We had some great kids. We still do. We're very fortunate to have a great community fan base here in Madison as well. This year we have 9 juniors, 2 seniors, and we have a freshman and a sophomore. So we're young, and we're going to do some great things.
Yeah, it's really incredible how far volleyball has come in Madison, because I remember it used to be you went from PE class straight to JV and varsity. Talk about the importance to have doing youth volleyball now, and also the importance of having a middle school program. It helps your program.
Oh, it helps tremendously. We added middle school, I think, about 5 or 6 years ago. It could have been a little bit longer. And it's helped our program, and we're really grateful to have Madison County Parks and Rec as well. They have a great program for our young volleyball players.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at what the interest level has been for that. It's really taken off over the last couple of years. Credit to Lindsay and Carrie and everybody in volleyball for that.
Lindsay does a great job with that.
So, your coaching career, what are some of your most fond memories of coaching volleyball at Madison?
2018 and 2019 were some stellar years for us. We made the Final Four in the state playoffs. We lost to Pocosin both times, unfortunately, in 5 each time. But those were probably 2 of my favorite years. But I've loved every athlete I've been able to coach along the way, and I think I've built some great relationships with these kids.
That's great. Yeah, let's talk about your coaching staff that you have now. Some of those are ex-Madison volleyball players.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lindsay Von Herbelis was a volleyball player at Madison, and I call my coaching staff my dream team. And Stacy Smith, she played as well for Madison, and then my 2 new middle school coaches, Allie Burbridge and Abby Glaze, who was Abby Tanner then. They actually played on our 2018 and 2019 teams, and they're doing a phenomenal job on the middle school level.
That's really great for your program, and it's kind of like football, the same thing. All these kids, coaches you into your program also played here. And I think that sometimes when you have that, you have quality coaches on top of that, it means a lot to them to be invested into the community for your program. So let's talk about your roster this year. You want to talk with some of your players?
Yeah. So love each and every one of them. It's been a fun year so far. We are currently 2nd in the district. We have, my 2 outsides, Jenna Tanner and Anna Thompson. They are battling it out on the outside and making a big name for themselves in the Bull Run district. My 2 middles are newer this year, Leah Hoffman and Ayana Green, and they're doing a stellar job. There's been so much growth there. Olivia Lewis is my right side, and she actually was a middle last year for us. So we moved her over to the pin, and she's doing phenomenal. Maddie Dean, she is our setter, and she's doing a great job. She hit 1,000 assists the other night against Luray. So she's doing a great job. She's a gamer. She plays hard. And Emily Denuser is our libero this year. She's a new libero for us, and she's rocking it.
That's awesome. You only have 2 seniors.
Me too.
Who's your seniors?
Olivia Lewis and Clemens Brockian.
So your future looks bright for Madison volleyball, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
we're excited.
The Bull Run, let's talk about the Bull. It's pretty static competition,
It is.
year in, year out.
Yep, Clark, they are at the top right now. They're undefeated in Bull Run district play. They have quite a few kids back from their state team last year. They didn't win state, but they were, I believe, in the Final Four. So they have quite a few kids back from that team. Central, we play them tomorrow night. We are excited about that game, but they're right behind us in district play. And Luray is a phenomenal team that we've played. We actually lost to them in 5 at Luray. Very scrappy team. So.
Yeah, I think it also helps your program when you do get to the playoffs. Playing all these quality opponents in the district really prepares you for that playoffs.
It does.
So the game this week, so who you have this week? You said you have Central?
Central tomorrow at Central, and then we have Luray on Thursday, and that's home.
That's home. So tell me about the atmosphere for the volleyball games.
It's electric. It's contagious, and it makes you want to come back to more games. So it's a fun atmosphere. It's a lot of fun. Keeps you on the edge of your seat, and we hope we can get more of the community out there for games.
That's awesome. I'm sure the community will be coming out. I know it really means a lot to especially the kids and the coaches to see the stands full of Madison, blue and white.
It is. We're really lucky to have a great community base.
Yes. And the future Madison volleyball, we touched on a little earlier next year. I mean, it's going to be tough for years to come. And plus, this year you got a good team, you're second in the district. So good luck to you guys. And thank you for coming out.
Yeah.
We're trying to get you on here for a long time.
Yeah.
But they always play on Monday nights, it seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, the schedule, you guys are playing 3 games a week sometimes?
Yeah. I think we went through a run there where we had 3 weeks of 3 games, so it was a little tough there, and but we bounced back. We're fine.
Well, let's give a big round of applause for Carrie, all you for making tonight, and thank you so much.
No,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
All right.
Next up, we have Anna Graham.
I'll take one more back.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Well, that's to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
So I'd like to introduce everybody as Superintendent of Madison County Schools, Anna Graham. And so let's give a little bit about your background growing up and where you were before you got here.
Oh wow, we're gonna go way back.
Oh, yeah, go way back.
So I grew up in Smith County, Virginia,
Uh-huh.
and I'm a graduate of Marion Senior High School. Scarlet Hurricanes. Mascot is a goat. Did you figure that out?
All right, so you went from a goat to a mountaineer.
There you go.
All right.
And so from there, I went to college at the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, and I stayed in that area. I was just going to be a teacher,
Yeah.
so I stayed in that area for 10 years and worked for Newport News City Schools. And then I found my way to the University of Virginia and worked there for 9 years. I was an assistant principal and then the principal of Carrie High School
Oh, cool.
for 8 years, as well as the assistant superintendent. At the same time, small division, so you take on lots of hats.
Yeah, so you went from
And then
Newport News, the
Right,
principal to here.
right, and it's best summed up in bus duty. I went from 40 school buses at the end of the day to 1. So
Yeah.
that made a
And-
big difference.
The history of Paracool, they're all
Oh, yeah.
full on our side.
They let me know that
Oh,
when I got
yeah,
this job.
I'm sure. I know we lost to them in the 80s, mid-80s in football, maybe another time too. I can't
It's
remember.
all well documented.
We all remember the wins, we never remember the
Right,
losses,
no.
right?
Not at all.
So, why Madison?
Well, I was looking to kind of advance in my career, and so I applied for this job. I had an interview, the first round of interview with the school board, and I was like, you know what? This place really seems cool. We drove around for a little bit, looked
Right.
around. It felt like back home. It's very similar in landscape to Smith County, I felt.
Right.
And so, yeah, it just kind of worked out that they picked me, and now this is the 8th year.
We're so glad you're here, and,
Thank you. It's been fun.
I mean, what has it been like to work with the community in Madison? I know you gotta be superintendent, politician.
I try to avoid that part.
I know.
I like the superintendent part, and the working with the kids and the people part.
Right.
So it's good. There's good people here. It's
Yeah.
just, it feels like at home. So.
It's really a great community. It's a tight community
Oh,
where,
yeah.
you know, things get down, people pull together and always come through for each other.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot.
So let's talk about the Hall of Fame. I thought that was an awesome event.
That was so much fun.
It was for the first time. I know you had some experience with it at Permacore. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, when I came here, because like I said, when I got the job, that's what I heard about. People were like, "You're going to Madison?" Oh, and they would tell me the sports history. And
Right.
that's when I realized I was going from one very community-oriented, very proud of their athletes and their students,
Right.
to another community just like that. So when I came, I was just shocked that we didn't have a Hall of Fame, because I was starting to learn lots of names. I
Right.
knew the name Eddie Dean coming here,
Right.
and I was just really shocked that there wasn't a Hall of Fame.
I know we had to pick 10 people, but we could
Oh
easily
my
pick
gosh,
100 people.
like the list is so long. We have files ready to go for the next 10, 20 years, probably for Hall of
It was
Fame.
crazy. And I thought the ceremony itself was so professionally done. If you didn't go, you missed out.
Right,
And
and
you
it has to
should,
be that way.
yeah, and you should be there next year
Oh, yeah.
because it was a really awesome event in honoring Madison County, the people in this county. Tell us about the process of all the nominees and committee and all that
Well,
stuff.
I would have known nothing about it, other than thank goodness I had just come from hearing before, where I went through the process of seeing people start it there. There's a gentleman back in Univista, his name is Matt Phelps, and he actually is a 1962 graduate of Randolph-Macon, and he lives there. He got into their Hall of Fame through baseball. And he was in our community and eventually was a board member there. And so he brought the Randolph-Macon Hall of Fame tradition to Perry McClure. And so I got, as the principal there, I got to go through the process, and he showed us all, the superintendent at the time, showed us all how to do it and how to set it up. And they did that. I got to be the decorator for the dinners and stuff. But I knew that we needed to do it that way. So he actually came maybe, I think you were at that original meeting. It was like in 2019 or.
I don't know if I wasn't at that. I don't know if I
Okay,
was at that.
it was very early on. He actually came up to a meeting that we had with
Yeah.
John Keeler and told us all about it, like how to get it started, because I knew that we wanted like those bylaws and things like that to make it serious and professional, so it would be like the real deal when it eventually came. And then we were slowed down by COVID.
In the video, the introduction of the John voice,
Yes, that's his way.
he sounded like the guy from the old NFL film.
Yeah,
I mean-
he did a good job.
The Raiders on the Dogbuster Day, the Lambeau Field. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But he did an awesome
We
job.
knew we needed that kind of.
And that was great. I mean,
That did it home.
that gets you fired up just watching the
Right.
video. It really does. So the future of this event, I mean, every year,
There every year. We're on every year. It's like planning a wedding every year. But it'll be great.
and I don't think we'll ever run out of people to come in
No,
there.
no. We need the community's help though, getting more involved.
Yes.
It is an expensive event, so this year we just wanted everyone to kind of have a little taste of what it's like. But next year, we're hoping to be able to get some like table sponsors and some sponsors for the event to help us offset the dinner. Because where we want to honor our past traditions and the athletes that work so hard. It's hard work being a student athlete.
Yeah.
And we want to honor them. We also want to use it though as a way to raise money for our current athletes. Because if you haven't noticed, our facilities could use a little bit of work.
Right. We're going to talk about that in a
Okay.
second.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so then is there a video of that event?
I
Ceremony?
think so, but I have to come back to you on that one.
I think that would be, if we could release that, I'd let people see that. I think we'd get more interest next year because it really was awesome. I know I talked for a long time. I couldn't see any faces out there. I looked out and it's just
We're gonna
blind.
work on the lighting.
The lights, man, it's like, holy smokes.
We did that, so you didn't get nervous.
Yeah, I know. But it was so much fun. And it was, on my behalf, it was such an honor to be asked to do that. And it really was a great thing, and I thank you for that. T-Mobile,
Yeah,
tell us a little about the T-Mobile thing.
that's amazing.
Isn't it
We have,
crazy?
Tim Tryon and Taylor Pearson. They're working with our SCA and our student body. They are trying so hard to get these coats. The students and, those faculty members, they got us this far. So they were
Yeah.
one of the 450, and now they're one of the top 25, so now they're trying to push it out there to get that
Yeah.
$1 million.
It's crazy. You even got Gronk to say Madison County.
Mhm.
So Gronk
Pretty
knows
big.
where we're at.
Yeah, just when they flipped that board and our name was up there, I was like, look at that, our name's on the billboard. So
That's
we
awesome.
just need somebody that knows somebody that can help us push out more votes, like some famous people. some
Yes,
sponsors.
definitely. And we're the only one in the state of Virginia, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be from Madison County. Show you Virginia pride. If
Right.
anybody out there sees this, we
Yeah.
appreciate all your support, hashtags, whatever. I don't know much about social media anymore.
Okay.
We need all the support we can get. I see all the videos, I guess the SCA put out and stuff.
Mhm. Oh, and their videos are great.
Oh, they're doing
They're so
great.
fun to watch. Yeah.
It's a great, I saw Larry in a couple of them too. Star videos.
Yep.
But it's
It's
really
like
awesome.
star, but I don't know.
So, you wanna talk a little bit about the upcoming game? For T-Mobile game they're coming in?
Oh, they're coming on October 17th, so our homecoming game.
Yes.
And not really a person to ask all the details, but I know they're gonna have a bunch of things set up. They gave us funding to let some people in free, like I think it's the first 200 maybe, it might be speaking. And then some funding to give students some free concessions. I think they're gonna be out there with games. It sounds like it's just a big old party that'll make homecoming bigger than.
It'll be something I think it'll
I think so.
be, kids won't ever forget.
Yeah, it'll be
And it's
awesome.
gonna be an awesome event.
I'm excited.
We really need the community to come out for that night.
Mhm. And we'll make everyone vote that night for one thing. You can't get in
Yes.
unless you vote.
Yes, everybody needs to come and vote and really show your support for Madison County. Let's talk about the facilities. You've already won like $30,000 for it. Is it, any been any thought about trying to get maybe some sponsors, if anybody's out there listening, to help with funding some of these improvements to the school facilities?
If anyone's ever been to our field house, it's a shame.
It's the same it's
like-
been since the
it is-
70s.
It is, and it's seen a few coats of paint, but that only goes a certain way, and people have tried over the years. I mean, our maintenance department too, they've tried it when you're working with something that's already not in the best shape.
Yeah.
It's-
Shout out to Don and Billy and
Yes.
Brandon, they do it
Yes, they do
in
a great
Stacy.
job in Stacy.
Those
Great
guys
job.
do a great job.
Yep. Keeping it just functioning, I think, is our problem, which
Yeah.
is, that's the level we're at.
And I mentioned their names, so they owe me.
Right. We hope they keep repairing.
So, going forward, Madison, I mean, it's so unique that, it's really great that you can tie the community to our school, because the school is the heartbeat of our community.
It is.
It really is. I mean, that's where everybody goes to social gatherings, and sports, sporting sport teams. I think it really means a lot to get people to come out for that. And it's been like that for years, and keep on, and thank you for everything you've done. And thank you for coming out tonight. We've been trying to get you for a long time.
I'm sorry. yeah.
Finally got you
I'm
here.
I'm here, it's great, I appreciate it, thank you.
But thank you, and appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank-
Thank you. All right, up next, Larry Helmick. I wish I could talk like John. Andy coming now, Larry Helmick.
Hey Jerry, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. You got some student athletes here tonight too? Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
John.
I brought some of my linemen with me. We have Jonah Adams and Tucker Dotson, so some of the big guys that are up front and help us get going, so.
Cool. So, I went to the game Friday night at Harrisonburg. First, before you talk about it, speaking of facilities, they have some of the nicest facilities Harrisonburg does. I mean, with the baseball, softball, and the football field, I think soccer there too. It's really, really nice.
I was super impressed with the stadium. It was
This whole
huge.
6,000 people.
Yeah, it's huge. I thought they're the same thing. When we pulled up, I thought they had really nice facilities, beautiful scenery.
Yeah,
So
really nice. And that's only probably been there for probably 10, 15 years, I think. Because JMU bought the old high school. That's where JMU's baseball and softball field is now. We're in that area.
yeah,
So, but yeah. So let's talk about the Harrisonburg game. You guys got up quick, and they scored, and then after that was all Madison.
We had our bye week before we played Harrisonburg, and we've been trying to figure it out a little bit, and I think we had some good days of practice leading up to Harrisonburg, and I thought we started out strong, and then we coughed up the football, and I didn't think there was a lot of energy on the fumble return for a touchdown. We kind of just let it happen, but I felt like we responded really well, and
Yeah, we did.
kind of did everything, executed really well, and did the things we needed to be successful.
I tell you, Aaron had a really good game throwing the ball. He had some really big throws to Myers there, the first touchdown of the game, and some others too. Did a really good job.
Yeah, I think we had what was it, 7 or 8 different people scored, something like that. That was nice to see. And, Aaron's 3-year starter at quarterback, so he's 2-year All-Region. He was barely missed All-State last year, so he's got a lot of experience, a lot of confidence. He plays really well. He does things the right way in the off season when it comes to weight room and 7-on-7. So he's a really good kid on and off the field. So it was nice to see him have such a successful game Friday night, because he's clearly capable of that week in and week out. So it was good to see.
But the key part is going forward with your program. I think younger kids see him and see that's the way you need to play the game.
Yeah.
Got some other kids too here that we'll talk to tonight. Same thing. And that senior leadership is key to building your program for this year and for the years to come.
And we have a lot of seniors this year. We have 16 seniors that have been with me since pretty much 8th and 9th grade. But it's also mixed with a lot of really talented youth. I haven't started a freshman in 4 years, and I haven't really started many sophomores the last couple of years. This year I'm starting 4 really talented freshmen and a sophomore. So it's exciting because you have those veterans to show them the right way. There's a lot of talent coming up, so them learning from those guys should be huge.
Yeah, and I think with the senior leadership, it's not always like the most vocal. Sometimes they just lead by example. And I think it's key too.
Yeah.
The freshmen, oh gosh, I was really impressed. Those guys came in. Some came in the game. Man, there wasn't only a drop off at all, but they really played well.
Yeah, and Harrisonburg didn't have a whole lot of kids, so my young kids that came in at halftime pretty much played a varsity opponent, and they did really well.
And we talked about Tylee Coates, and she's a great kicker. But you had 2 other kickers came in and did really well.
Yeah, but Tylee, I can't say enough about Tylee. She scared me Friday. We had a bad snap on a PAT, and you could see she wanted to go get it. And I was just, in the back of my head, I was like, leave that ball alone. Please don't pick it up. But she didn't, thank goodness. But yeah, we got 2 young kickers that have really good legs. Sam Kristoff, you can't say enough about. He goes to clinics all the time. He goes to camps. He puts in the work.
Yeah.
And then Daniel, the other young fellow we have, never played football before. He just moved here this year from Fauquier County, and I seen him in the hallways, and I was like, hey, you should play football. And he, at first he was like, I don't know, I play soccer. So then I kept bugging him, and I got him to come out, and I think he fell in love with it. He was scared to play varsity. I kept asking him, I was like, just come kick. And he did it Friday, and then he had a great game, and then he came to me today, and he's like, I think I can play varsity. so he was really excited. Yeah, he can. He's, and he never trained for that. He is a soccer player, but he's never kicked a football. And he's booting it, almost in the end zone every time as a freshman. So that's exciting.
You had a bunch of young linemen came in. You had the receiver at 14.
Chance Ferris. So Chance, he starts for us full time. Been starting all year. He's a freshman. He's one of the fastest kids I've ever coached. And he's only a freshman, so he's going to get faster. He's very talented. His running abilities, his catching abilities. Very tough kid. He does a lot of our return game stuff. So.
Yeah, he had 80 yards, 79 yards.
He had an 80-yard touchdown, yeah. And that was a great route. It was, our scissor concept, and there was nobody near him. He was all by himself. So.
You're running back number 22. I don't know his name. He came in at JV.
So Jay Sean Hinton, he's a sophomore. He's our starting running back on JV. But I thought he came in and ran the ball phenomenal. He ran hard.
Yes.
He's a hard-nosed runner. He's a downhill runner. He's not really going to juke you much, but he's going to try to run you over. So
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, great. It was a great team win, and we'll talk more about this coming week. Your picks. But first, next up, we have Jonah Adams, 56. Thank you for coming, Jonah.
Appreciate you, Brendan.
So you're a senior there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So tell me a little about yourself.
I do football, wrestling, track. Captain this year. I play offensive tackle. I love the game.
Yeah. So did you grow up playing football?
No. I came out my sophomore year. Helmick had been bugging me all my freshman year.
He seems to do that a
you
lot.
got to recruit the hallways. You got to.
He bugged me my whole freshman year.
I'm not too proud.
He bugged me my whole freshman year. I got in the weight room. Showed up my sophomore year. Played a year of JV, and then
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell us a little bit about what are some of your fondest memories about football playing for Madison?
football playing for Madison. I think just every year getting to go over to Green. It's always a crazy atmosphere when we have them here. When we're over there, just getting to always win. They
Great answer.
great team. They're always a little scrappy. We're always a little bit scrappy too, and I love the energy it always has there. And I love always the community that we have around football and around our county.
Yeah, it's really, I'm sure, coming out of that locker room, getting to hear the music, get to go through the helmet, walk on the field, see all the people cheering. I'm gonna tell you something, that'll be a memory that you'll have for the rest of your life. Cherish it, because you only got a couple more. But talk about that.
Yeah, just getting to come out with the team, getting to walk out with Helmick, all the rest of the coaches. I mean, it's something else. I mean, every game the stadiums are packed.
Yeah.
It's something.
Your announcers are really great at her. That's a good job too. He doesn't know what that is.
You know who our announcer is?
Who?
Not the last guy, was at the last game, but.
Announces our football game.
I've heard his name a million times, but I just don't remember it.
It's not important. It's not important. We'll keep going. So you play other sports too?
Yeah, I do track and wrestling.
Yeah. How do you like those?
Pretty good. We want to play to throw for track in college, so
Oh, really? Where are you going to college at?
not sure yet. I'm undecided. Got a couple interests.
So is there anything that you have future goals for this year with football or with other sports?
I would love to make it further in the playoffs and just get to grow with this team. I think we've really gotten clicking recently, and I think we have so much more to accomplish that we can do.
Yeah.
And I just love to do that with the rest of our team.
Yeah. You know, it's the whole season. It's a learning process and grow together as a team. You just keep bonding, and that's great. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jonah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Remember that guy announcer guy? Look his name up. Next up is
Lucky Greg.
Tucker Dodson. Y'all call him Big Tuck. Is that what you call him?
Big
Big Tuck.
By many names.
Yes, sir. How you doing,
I'm
sir?
doing good, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I know you from somewhere. I just can't even remember.
Tuck loves talking.
I know he does. I won't make him talk tonight. A little history between us. I'm really good friends with his parents. Kim and Todd, they're awesome people. We call them Todd Father.
No, that's the first time I've heard that.
Really?
Tuck, do you know who our announcer is? Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like someone. I'm joking, Joe. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome.
But yeah, so a little history. Last year, we were in the dancing competition for the Boys and Girls Club. We got to go with Todd and Kim, and also Reagan's parents, Jonathan and Cindy. It was so awesome, and I was the oldest one there. We were the oldest ones, but we lost to the great Todd Father, Todd Dodson and Kim. But anyway, so talk about growing up in Madison.
I like growing up in Madison. It's a really short, small knit community. Everybody knows everyone.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
So where did you do play? Baseball, football when you were young?
I mainly did football. Followed my father's steps. He did rugby, football, wrestling, and so did my grandfather on my mom's side.
Yeah. Yeah,
I just kept on following them. I did youth football, little league, wrestling. And this year I'm doing football as well, and I'm starting out for heavyweight for wrestling.
yeah, so let's talk a little bit about wrestling. I'll tell you, I know you just recently lost a grandfather, Mr. Bob Russell. He was such, when you talk about Madison legends, he was one. As a sheriff for so many years, but a lot of people don't realize he was, I believe he was one of the first coaches.
Yes, sir. He was one of the first coaches that
started.
Yes, sir.
Him
Yes,
and
sir. He was one of the first
Sacred.
coaches that started before Sacred.
Yeah.
And Sacred took up and
What a great guy, and I'm sorry for your loss, but he meant a lot to this community.
he meant a lot to the family.
Yeah. So wrestling. What's your goals this year for wrestling?
This year I want to make it states. I kind of got a little stuck last year. I was sick with bronchitis.
Yeah.
That kind of held me back. But this year I'm going to make it states this year.
That's awesome. You got Coach Oots. What do you think about Coach Oots?
Oh, he's a great coach. He always pushes for the best of us. He doesn't like us when we stop, slow down. He doesn't want us to kick ourselves in the butt. Basically.
Brandon's a very energetic guy. I'll tell you that.
That's one way to say it. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. He's a great coach. He's
a great coach. He's a very energetic guy. He really gets after it. He's really out there for the kids. He does it for the right reasons. And he's
Oh, yeah.
very, very passionate about what he's coaching.
Yes, sir. Football, wrestling, everything.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you a little story about the game the other night. So I get to the game in Harrisonburg. It's a little chilly.
Oh, dude.
And everybody has coats and jackets on. The most impressive thing I saw at the game, not either team, their band was really good. They have nice facilities.
Hey, their band directors from Madison County graduate. So
Really? See, that explains it all then. And then the most impressive thing I saw there was his dad in shorts and Birkenstocks. It was like 40 degrees out there, man.
So when you work in jeans and a long sleeve shirt day after day, because my dad, he was a lineman for about
Yeah.
20 years.
Oh, I know Todd.
And I talked to him about this. Even in the cold of January, he wears Birkenstocks and cargo shorts.
I told him, I said, that's impressive. I'm so proud of you.
Well, I mean, you know what? If I did the same thing that he did, being a lineman for 20 years, I'd do that. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So, what were some of your most fondest memories of playing football for Madison?
Football. I gotta say, I gotta agree with Jonah. Probably going to Green County every year. Probably what sticks with me a lot right now is last year when we beat Clark. 'Cause, you know, they were first in the district,
Yeah.
and we were 8th, right? We were 8th seed.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a major upset.
Yeah, it wasn't, man. It's not very.
only if you weren't in our locker room was that an upset. We knew we were going to do.
You know?
It's not so many times you have an 8 seed being on 1
No,
seed.
no.
And that's something.
And the side, our sidelines, it was ecstatic. The bleachers
Yeah.
cheering. It was awesome.
Yeah, I was asking Jonah, telling Jonah, so what do you feel when you guys are in that locker room before the game? Explain it to me.
I gotta say, everybody's focused. You know, we're all one big family, so we're all talking. You know, getting ready, going over some things. Just getting ready for the big game.
Just opening that door and coming out there and seeing all the crowd, I know it's gotta be.
It's a little nerve-wracking, yeah, of course, but it's the rush.
Yeah.
You know, going through that giant helmet, that's awesome. People holding the flags, it's awesome.
This kid right here does things the right way. He does it, he's a great teammate, a great player, and I know he's got a great mom and dad, and he's got a bunch of older brothers, he's the oldest. And he ends up
Three
taking
sisters
care of
and
those
brothers.
little brothers, sisters. I'm so proud of you for the person you've become. And I know you have big things in store for you, so what are you thinking about doing after school?
After school, I plan on following after my grandfather's steps and going to the police department like he did. And if that doesn't work out, do college football, wrestling,
Okay,
and go to law.
good.
So it opens up a lot of doors for me.
That's awesome. Well, we're very proud of you, and thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you for having me, sir.
It's really been a lot of fun, and I'll also tell you this: cherish those. You're about halfway through your senior year. Hopefully, we'll have a long run to playoffs. But let's tell you, cherish those memories you have with your teammates, your coaches, and your family, because those are memories that will last you for a lifetime. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
having me out.
All right, let's have Coach Elmer back on. We've been doing these picks, these games, and I have not kept records of this. That's my fault. But Larry, I'm gonna hold you to these picks because I'm gonna start keeping records of this. Who you pick?
All right.
All right, let's start with college first. Ohio State, the Ohio State at the Illinois lineup.
I like a good upset. I'm gonna go with Illinois.
Really?
Just because I really like, I watched them play, who did they beat a couple weeks ago? Indiana or somebody?
Yeah. No, Indiana crushed them. It's okay. You pick them.
Did they?
Yeah.
I might want to go back and pick Ohio State.
Well, I'm gonna be like Lee Corso. Not so fast, my friend. I'm gonna pick Ohio State because it's Ohio State.
Yeah, but that's why I don't want to.
I know. Alabama at Missouri. This is a trap game. Alabama's coming off of, well, actually two big wins, but this last was a big win against Georgia. Now, who did they beat last week? They beat, it's Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia. They come off the big win against Georgia. They're playing at Missouri. They're really good too. So who you got?
I think it's going to be Alabama. They're starting to come around. At the end of the day, you got to look at the talent they have on their roster. So they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to play well. So.
I'm gonna pull a not so fast, my friend. Again, I won't pick Missouri because I hate Alabama. All right, next up, Pitt at FSU. Now, Pittsburgh, I mean, they laid a whooping on Boston College. They scored like 48 points, I think.
Yeah, but Boston College and FSU.
Yeah,
And FSU's had two losses. They're going to be hungry, be angry.
I think so too. And it's at Tallahassee, so I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna pick FSU. There's another big one, Indiana at Oregon. Now, I see a lot of things where they have Indiana's quarterback is like the #1
I like Indiana.
quarterback in the
I
country.
like Coach Canetti or whatever who came from JMU. So, but I really love Dan Lanning and how he spoke about the Penn State game, coming out ready and just thriving off the energy. So I'm gonna go with Oregon.
Yeah, I will agree with you. It's at Oregon, so I think it's Indiana's one of their. I don't know whether this is one of their top first games. They put Cushing there too. Oklahoma at Texas.
Oklahoma, Archie is not playing very good football right now. So.
I'm gonna tell you. I said this earlier. What kind of bizarre world we live in? Virginia is ranked higher than Oklahoma. I'm sorry, Texas and Penn State. Chuck, what do you think about that, man? It's like a bizarre world. Now you don't have to say that you're a Tech fan.
They're better than Tech.
So we're both gonna pick Oklahoma on that.
But we're
one.
gonna beat them.
Virginia Tech at Georgia Tech. I think if any Cavalier fan out there is gonna root for Tech, this is the week to do it because Georgia Tech is also undefeated.
I'm a Hokie fan, obviously. I like any school in the state of Virginia. Norfolk could be playing Hampton, and I'd love to watch it. But I'm gonna have to go with Georgia Tech. They're playing really good football. They came away with a squeaker against Wake Forest a few 2 weeks ago. So I'm just gonna go with them for now.
I think so. Georgia Tech's really well coached. They're pretty good. And I was hoping that Tech was gonna bounce back against Wake Forest, but it didn't happen. NC State at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame was really good this week.
I like Marcus Freeman. He's a good coach. And, they've been ready to play some football. I know they lost to Miami early on, but they'll be okay.
Florida after the big win at home against Texas at Texas A&M.
I can't remember the Texas A&M's quarterback name, but I really like that kid. I watched him week 1 and week 2. I was super impressed with him. I'm gonna go with Texas A&M.
I am too because Texas A&M's home crowd's like 110,000 people. So no, you're not at the swamp. Florida's gonna find they're not at the swamp anymore. You're at College Station. So and also Georgia at Auburn. I'm gonna go with Georgia because they're gonna be pretty mad after they lost to Alabama.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Georgia too, because honestly, when's the last time that they lost back-to-back games?
Yeah,
It's gotta be a long time.
yeah, no kidding. Kirby Smart is pretty phenomenal. We got a few NFL games here. Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Cleveland's terrible.
Yeah, I agree. That was, yeah. I don't know who they played against this weekend. I watched it. It was pretty bad. Dallas at Carolina.
Bottom of the barrel, huh?
Carolina's been playing better this year.
Yeah, they have, but they're still not.
I'll
I'll go with Carolina.
I'm gonna pick the Cowboys because
No way.
they finally got a big pass rush. I'll tell you what, the Jets are terrible.
Yeah, they had a pass rush against the Jets.
I know that, but I'm gonna tell you what, the Jets are not. Aaron Glenn's gotta be thinking, why in the world I take this job? Because they're terrible. I mean, some teams, high school, college, pro, some teams are just cursed. I don't care what you do, they're always gonna lose. And I thought that they never did until this recently. Well, they never win again, but hey. But I gotta stop talking about the game. You're getting away. Detroit at Kansas City. Should have been the Super Bowl.
Detroit. I always go with Detroit.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Detroit too, because yeah, I like love Dan Campbell. Chicago at Washington.
Washington.
Not so fast, my friend. The Bears. I'm picking the Bears. Because I also don't like the Commanders either, so. Alright, so this week, Lou Ray. Madison and Lou Ray have a long history. But I can tell you, on both sides, whoever's team's favorite to win, it's kind of like the recap. And they're really kind of like Green and Madison, except they're over the mountain. The games are always physical, a lot of hitting. And sometimes there's a lot of penalties, but they've always been a tough program and always been, however good Madison is, how bad they are, or whatever, or vice versa, they're always tough.
Yeah, they're a really gritty football team. They've had a good season so far. They're gonna come out amped up, ready to go. It's their homecoming, so we got to be able to match that intensity. I agree with you. I think it was my second year here. They were fourth in the region the last game of the season, and we beat them on our home field to make it into playoffs. I think it knocked them out of like 5 or 6 seed. And then the year after that, we went and played them the last game of the season. They were like the 1 or the 2 seed. They beat us pretty bad. We made it to playoffs at 5-5, and we went back up there and gave them a dogfight. I think the final score was like 49-35 or 49-42 the very next week. So, it's always a slobber knocker game. Like I said, they're always going to be physical and gritty. Doesn't matter what their record is, what our record is. They're going to come in ready to be physical. So we got to match that.
So what do you think the keys to the game this week?
I think the keys to the game are to protect Aaron, tackle well, get the ball out to our playmakers out in space, and see how they rally and tackle.
Yeah, I think also the penalties too in a game like this, because it's going to be some hard hitting, and you got to keep your composure
Yeah.
on games like this. All right. So anything else?
No, just thank you for that. Make sure you vote for the T-Mobile sweepstakes, the Friday Night Lights 5G. This could be huge for our community. We do the best with our facilities that we can. We take the best care of them we can. We just don't have the funding that other schools and other places have. So please vote every day. Vote as much as you can. Share our stuff. Share SCA stuff. Get our name out there. If you have any contacts with a huge following or anything like that, please help us push it out there and get it out there. $1 million could help us tremendously. So.
Yeah, and also please come support that team. Come to the games.
Yeah, please. Friday night at Lou Ray. It's not always the best environment over there. The stadium's kind of dark. It's not as loud as other stadiums. So please, if you guys can travel, please come and travel.
All right. Well, thank you, Larry. Appreciate everything, and go Mountaineers.
Thank you.
Thank you.